There's a woman I'll never forget. Her name was Linda, 53 years old. She sat across from me in my office, tears welling up in her eyes, and she whispered, "I barely eat. I skip breakfast. I say no to desserts. And somehow, I keep gaining weight. My doctor says my blood sugar's rising. I feel like I'm doing everything right, but my body just isn't listening." Linda's story isn't rare. It's the new normal for millions of women after 40. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. For the first time in human history, more people are dying from eating too much than from not having enough food. That's not a sign of failure. It's a sign that the world around us has changed, and fast. Food is everywhere. It's cheap. It's designed to be addictive. And your body, especially after menopause, isn't built to handle it the way it used to. Today, we're going to talk about why this is happening, what's changed inside your body, and how to take back control. Let's start with the most important truth. This isn't just about willpower. It's about the modern food trap and how to escape it.
Let me show you what's really changed over the past 40 years. Not just in your body, but in the world around you. It used to take time and effort to make a meal. You had to cook, plan, sometimes even grow the food. Today, you can press a button on your phone and have a hot, salty, crispy meal delivered in 20 minutes. And let's be honest, it tastes incredible. A $5 rotisserie chicken, a slice of pizza at the gas station, a drive-through combo with fries and a milkshake. It's all cheaper than ever, available at every corner, and engineered to make you want more. This isn't by accident. Food companies spend millions crafting products that light up your brain like a slot machine. It's not about just having self-control anymore. When everything around you is designed to make you overeat, of course it feels like a losing battle. One woman told me, "I used to blame myself for not being strong enough. Now I realize I'm surrounded by food that's made to overpower me." And she's right. Once you see the food environment for what it is, a system built for profit, not for your health, you stop blaming your willpower and start reclaiming your strategy. But what happens when this outside pressure meets the changes happening inside your body after 50? That's where things get even trickier. Let's take a closer look. Number 4. One of the most frustrating things I hear from women over 50 is this: "I've cut back on everything. Smaller portions, skip dinners, no snacks, but the weight just won't budge." And I get it, because for years the advice was simple: just eat less. But here's the truth that no one explained well enough. After 40, and especially after menopause, your body doesn't respond the same way it used to. Your muscle mass naturally declines, which slows your metabolism. Hormonal shifts like falling estrogen make your body more prone to store fat, especially around the belly. And to make matters worse, insulin resistance often increases, meaning your body isn't processing sugar as efficiently, even if you're eating the same foods. So what does that mean for you? It means the old strategy of just eating less can actually backfire. You might feel tired, weak, and even hungrier later in the day, setting you up for cravings and overeating at night. One woman told me she skipped breakfast every day thinking she was being good, only to find herself standing in front of the fridge at 9 p.m., eating without even realizing it. The solution isn't starvation. It's smarter fuel. Foods that balance your blood sugar, preserve your muscle, and actually leave you satisfied. And that becomes even more important when we look at the hormonal puzzle. How menopause, muscle loss, and belly fat are deeply connected. Let's explore that next. Here's the part many women don't hear enough. What's happening inside your body after 50 isn't just aging. It's a hormonal shift that changes how your body stores fat, burns calories, and even handles stress. When estrogen begins to drop during perimenopause and menopause, one of the first things that changes is how your body regulates insulin. Suddenly, foods you used to tolerate, like bread, pasta, or even fruit juice, spike your blood sugar more dramatically. That leads to more fat storage, especially around the belly. At the same time, your body starts breaking down muscle faster than it builds it. And less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. One woman told me, "I gained 15 pounds without changing anything I was eating. My jeans didn't fit, my joints hurt, and I just didn't feel like myself anymore." She thought it was her fault, until she realized her biology had changed. The truth is, this isn't about vanity. Belly fat after menopause isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. Visceral fat, the kind that builds up deep in your abdomen, is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and memory decline. But here's the good news. Your body is still listening. It just needs a different message, a new strategy. And that starts with seeing food not as the enemy, but as your strongest tool. But be careful. Not all healthy food actually helps. And that's where so many women get misled. Let's clear that up next. Let's bust one of the most misleading myths out there, that just eating healthy food will automatically help you lose weight. I can't tell you how many women I've met who've made big changes, cutting out soda, buying organic, switching to plant-based snacks, only to step on the scale and feel utterly defeated. One woman said, "I bought these vegan protein brownies from Whole Foods. No sugar, no seed oils. I thought I was doing great, until I found out each one had over 500 calories. And that's the problem. In today's food culture, even the healthy options are often loaded with calories. Just because something is gluten-free, plant-based, or labeled organic doesn't mean it helps you lose weight. In fact, it might trick you into eating more because it feels safe. But your body still counts the calories. That's why so many women feel betrayed. They're making better choices, but the weight won't move. Here's the insight I want you to carry. Calories are still the foundation. If you're eating more than your body needs, even from clean whole foods, your body will store the extra energy as fat. The key isn't cutting everything out. It's learning what keeps you full, nourished, and satisfied, without sneaky calories piling up. And that gets even more powerful when you learn to separate real hunger from emotional hunger. Let's talk about that next. Here's a question I often ask women in their 50s when they say they're always hungry. If I offered you a hard-boiled egg right now, would you eat it? If the answer is, no, then what you're feeling probably isn't physical hunger, it's emotional. And that's completely normal. After 40, many women find themselves eating not because their body needs fuel, but because they're stressed, tired, lonely, or just overwhelmed. The kids are grown, aging parents need care, your body feels unfamiliar, and food becomes the one reliable comfort. I had a client named Mary. She's 58. Every night around 9 p.m., after a long day, she found herself standing at the kitchen counter with a spoon in the peanut butter jar. Not because she was hungry, but because it felt like something just for her. The truth is, food is deeply emotional. But if we don't recognize that, we end up feeling guilty, stuck in a cycle we don't understand. The shift begins when you pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? Sometimes the answer is a walk, a call to a friend, or simply rest. And sometimes, yes, it's food. But with awareness, you regain choice. And when you combine that mindset with the right tools, science, support, and even medication when needed, you finally stop fighting your body and start working with it. So what are those modern tools, and how can they help without turning your life upside down? Let's get into that next. Let's talk about something that's changing the game, especially for women over 50 who feel like they've tried everything. For decades, the message was, eat less, move more, try harder. But now, science is finally catching up to what your body has been trying to tell you all along. Hormones, muscle loss, and metabolism matter, and you don't have to do this alone anymore. Enter modern medications, like GLP-1 agonists. You may have heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro. These aren't magic pills, but they do help your body work more like it did in your 30s. They calm down those intense cravings, reduce appetite, and even improve blood sugar and inflammation. One woman I worked with, Carol, 61, told me, "For the first time in years, I didn't think about food all day. I felt like me again." That's the power of giving your body the support it needs, not punishing it. But these medications work best when paired with smarter eating, gentle movement, and mindset support. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, with the right tools. If you've ever felt ashamed to ask about medical help, please hear this. Taking care of your health is not cheating, it's self-respect. And once you stop blaming yourself, everything starts to change. So let's tie it all together, with one final lesson I hope stays with you long after this video ends. If there's one thing I want you to take from this entire video, it's this. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are living in a world that is engineered to make you overeat, move less, and feel like a failure when your body doesn't respond the way it used to. From fast food on every corner to ultra-processed, healthy snacks, to the pressure to do it all without asking for help, this environment wasn't built with your long-term health in mind. But here's the truth. You still have power. Every time you choose a protein-rich breakfast instead of skipping the meal, every time you pause to check in with your hunger instead of reaching for chips out of habit, every time you ask for support, whether it's a coach, a doctor, or a medication, you're taking that power back. One small, compassionate choice at a time. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one shift, something you can do tomorrow morning. And remember, you're not alone. Millions of women are on this journey with you, and many have already begun to feel better, move easier, and reclaim their confidence. And in the next video, I'll show you exactly how to tell if insulin resistance is the hidden reason your belly fat won't budge, and what you can do to reverse it naturally. See you there. Thanks for watching. Remember, your health is your greatest asset. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll keep bringing you clear, science-backed information on obesity, weight control, and living your healthiest life, so you can take charge of your future, starting today.